look at me only. Shh. We're going to play a game called Come Stand right here on the wooden step. This one right here. This one right here. No. Right here. Everybody right here.
Down to tie my shoe.
Get kind of close to
What
each other.
song are we singing? Oh, say shout
We're
out.
about to find out in a second. Hey, the way this is going to work is that we're going to call our friends from the 2nd and 3rd grade forward to help us sing O Say Shalom. And when we do that, you'll come up and I'll say, come on up for me. And you'll come right to the spot and you'll stand up. You can stand up.
I was just tying my shoe.
Good for you, Evan. And I'll get down here and I'll say 1, 2, 3, we sing. O say Shalom Roma. Uya say Shalom Aleinu. And I'll say louder.
Oh, say shalom in Roma. Uya say shalom aleinu.
Even louder, I'll say.
Oh, say shalom in Roma. Uya say shalom aleinu.
Remember the claps.
Ya say shalom. Ya say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Be'ahal Yisrael. Ya say shalom. Ya say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Be'ahal Yisrael.
O say Shalom Roma.
Ya say shalom aleinu. Say shalom Roma. Ya say shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom Roma. Ya say shalom aleinu. Ya say shalom. Ya say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ya say shalom. Ya say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Be'ahal Yisrael.
You guys sound incredible. Evan, I gotta particularly say, I love that you're like revving up for the clap. Everyone watch Evan's clap. Ya say Shalom. Yes. So much authority behind that. Good job, everybody.
Now let's
Lovely,
go.
lovely, lovely. Hey,
Let's
do
go
me a
find
favor.
seats in the front
Stay
row.
here in the sanctuary, okay? Because we're gonna start our service in about 5 minutes. You can go sit wherever you'd like. Make sure you get a prayer book. And remember, when we call up our friends from the 2nd and 3rd grade, you're gonna come right back to these same spots, okay?
Hey.
Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
Hey, Jacoby, want to go up in the front row?
Basically, when you were doing the low pitch, I did the high pitch because that was also, you know, in actual.
Totally, man. If you want to do that, that's totally fine. Thanks for doing that, Kobe.
Is this the, you're playing open, you're playing esports? What are these?
Don't you know about the war that's happening in Israel? Do you know
Hold
about
on one second. Okay, the mics are on. Yes, I do. Yeah, and I'm sure we'll reference that. Can you do me a favor and go find a seat?
We have somebody running this lecture.
Oh, not yet.
There's only 6 second and 3rd graders.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We sing together on page 10 in our prayer books or on the words above our heads. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Repeat after me. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. How good it is,
How good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is so great to see everybody. I am Rabbi Brian Immerman, and this is Kenny Lyons-Wright, and let's get to know each other. So turn to those in front of you, behind you, next to you. If you see somebody sitting alone, get up and walk over to them, and let's wish each other a Shabbat Shalom. Welcome if you're online.
Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Our candle lighting on page 2 or the words on your screen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat blessed are you who commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Page 20, we welcome Shabbat into our midst. We need a lot of extra strength and peace on this Shabbat, so we're going to invite Shabbat into our midst. We're going to pray verses 1, 2, 5, and 9 of L'Chadodi on page 20 or on the screen.
Penny Shabbat Mekablah Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmi'anu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad V'shem tiferet v'litchila lechadoti likrat kala Penny Shabbat Mekablah lechadoti likrat kala Penny Shabbat Mekablah Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki hi mekor haberacha Merosh mikerem nesucha Sof maaseh b'machshava techila lechadoti Likrat kala Penny Shabbat Mekablah lechadoti Likrat kala Penny Shabbat Mekablah Hitoreri Kiva orech umiori Uri shir daberi Vod Adonai alayich nivla lechadoti Likrat kala Penny Shabbat Mekablah lechadoti Likrat kala Penny Shabbat Mekablah Boi v'shalom ateret bala Gam besimcha uv'tzochola Toch emunei am segula Boi chala lechadoti Likrat kala Penny Shabbat Mekablah lechadoti Likrat kala Penny Shabbat Mekablah
We rise in body or spirit for Baruch Hu, a part of worship.
Ya la 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 Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed
We offer these words of the Ma'ariv Aravim prayer, as well as the English alongside it.
You can be seated.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, kolel or mipnei choshech, kolel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. These words are prayer of oneness. And if you want to snuggle up a little closer to the people who make you feel one, we offer these words together. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la. I am by myself this evening, and other than Rabbi Immerman, I have no one next to me with whom to snuggle. I know that some of us are by ourselves in the sanctuary this evening, but we take comfort that these words, I'm never alone with Rabbi Immerman. We take comfort that these words draw all of us, no matter if we came with friends or family or by ourselves this evening. These words draw us all closer together. We sing as one voice, as one community. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam, Leolam Va'ed. Yai Lai Lai, Yai Lai Lai Lai. You shall love with all of your heart, your soul, and with all of your mind. You shall teach your children to love and to know what's right. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la.
We're going to hear a little bit more about this, but the Israelites, what holiday is coming up? Passover. That's right. And what do we eat on Passover? We eat matzah. Does anybody like gefilte fish? A lot of adult hands. It's my favorite part of Passover. We eat matzah because the Israelites had to leave Egypt really, really quickly in order to be free because they were slaves. And eventually they got to the sea. We're going to talk about the sea in a little bit. And they crossed through the sea. That was a great miracle. And they got to the other side. And they were free. And they turned around and the sea went back to how it was. And they knew they were really free. And they called out, Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai. Who among you is like all the other gods? You have helped us be free. And now we are going to help other people be free.
Page 40 or the words above our heads. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh. With this prayer, we ask that a shelter of peace be spread over us all. I'll ask a leading question for those of us who know what that is. What does Sukkot Shalom mean? If you are an older person who knows the answer to that question and want to offer it to a younger person so that they may share with the congregation, yes, what does it mean? Calling on you, Alex. A shelter of peace. Our synagogue's name means shelter of peace, and we offer these words now, asking that that shelter of peace be not just for us, but for anyone in our lives. We sing together. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, haborei Sukkot Shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, haborei Sukkot Shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim, ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim, Shalom. Ve'al Yerushalayim, ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim, Shalom. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, haborei Sukkot Shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael.
Rise in body or spirit for our tefillah prayers.
Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 sfatai tiftach. Na 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 ufi agid. Ufi agid tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 sfatai tiftach. Na 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 ufi agid. Ufi agid tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 sfatai tiftach.
We continue silently with the words of the prayer or the words of our hearts. You may remain standing or be seated.
On page 62, or with the words above our heads, our friends from the 2nd and 3rd grade will lead us in our prayer for peace.
To get up in one more minute, but you can send me for 1 second. Shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. How you doing? Shalom b'mroma, yaseh shalom aleinu, yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, yaseh shalom, shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Woo! All right, so the Israelites just became free. And they're running and they're running and they're running, trying to get away from the Egyptians. And sure enough, they get to the sea, like I mentioned. And the sea is very much similar. I imagine the experience is very similar to when we go to Gilson Beach. And we're standing there, we're looking at Lake Michigan, and we can't see the other side. We're thinking, do I need to go over there? But we don't, because we have a great place here. But they had to get to the other side. Now, Moses cried out to God, and God said, Moses, take your staff and put it in the sand. And the sea started to split. And slowly, there were over 1 million people had to walk through this Red Sea. So they were walking and walking and walking. And eventually, Shimon and Levi, who are the bestest of friends, they're walking and walking and walking, and they get to the edge of the sand. And Shimon looks at Levi and says, I just got new sandals. Why did I get the white sandals before I had to walk through the sea? So Shimon starts taking steps forward, and Levi says, ugh, this mud, it's so sticky and gloppy. And Shimon says, I know this is just the worst. I don't understand. Why couldn't they have dried it out first? They're going, oh, my new sandals, they're getting all dirty and disgusting. Blech, ugh. And they kept walking and walking. Levi, are we almost there yet? Shimon was complaining, it's been so long, it feels like we've been walking forever. And Levi is saying, I know, this is the worst thing in the whole world. Are we there yet? And they kept grumbling and grumbling and grumbling and complaining. And all of a sudden, they eventually keep walking, and they're complaining and grumbling. And of course, Shimon's new sandals, the leather comes off at one place, and he's getting all cranky. And eventually they, oh, we're on dry land. Phew. And they turn around just as the sea was going back to what it was. They were complaining so much the entire time, they missed the entire miracle. They didn't look up once. They didn't see these amazing, beautiful, towering walls of water. They didn't realize that they were experiencing in our Torah the greatest miracle that has ever happened since, up until now, the miracle of the parting of the sea. So when we're walking through life, we can walk through life and we can complain about how thick the mud is and how dirty our shoes are getting and how much we have to take steps, or we can lift up our eyes and we can look around. I mean, we might not see walls of water on either side of us, but we can see beautiful miracles everywhere. Can somebody give me an example of a miracle they might see if they lift up their eyes? The rainbow you saw on the way. That's awesome. The sun, that's a great miracle. The hoodoos of Bryce Canyon, that's an amazing miracle. Ooh, a caterpillar opening its cocoon and becoming a butterfly. The moon, that's a great one. The eclipse on Monday. The total eclipse. Oh, family. That was what I was thinking. When we look up and we see our eyes, we could see all these amazing things that exist in nature, and we can see all these people who love us. And we can see that we're alive with that life. How amazing it is just to be alive and to look up and lift your eyes and see the miracles that exist around us. So don't forget, the next time life starts to get a little muddy and gloppy, just lift up your eyes and you'll see what is really important. Shabbat Shalom. As always, as our service comes close to its conclusion, we think about those who are no longer with us in physical form in person, but whose memories live on in the deeds that we do and the ways that we both create miracles for others and experience miracles ourselves. On this Shabbat, we are especially thinking of those whose yahrzeit falls on this Shabbat, and we're thinking of Iris Stone, who passed in the last 30 days. We remember Clara Brenner, Holden Raphael, Terry Borofsky, Irving Jacobs, Judy Paul, Sarah Arbor, Betty Hoffing, Jules Knapp, Rose Jacobs, Shirley Levy, Adele Guilford, Arnold Baerstock, Lou Resnick, Robert Ketcher, Samuel Press, Jonathan Redder, Morris Fishbane, Pearl Middleman, Nancy Lighthall, Rabbi Morris Fishman, Vilma Donnelly, and R.J. Fox. Is there anybody else whom you are remembering on this Shabbat? We rise in body or spirit for those in solidarity with those who are in mourning and for those who have no one left to say Kaddish for them. We turn our eyes upward or into our prayer books. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayachon u'v'yamachon v'chayei beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam omei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudisha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen.
Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru. Amen. You may be seated.
You can be seated unless you have a birthday in April. Does anybody have an April birthday? Yeah. We got one. We got two. This is a 200% increase. Anyone else? April. We'll get to May next month. Well, we hope that as you journeyed around the earth and got a great glimpse of the sun this week, that you think about all of the miracles that exist in your lives. We think about our family and our friends and our community and all of those people who uplift us and support us and are there every single year to celebrate. And we think about all the ways that we're going to commit ourselves to being the very best versions of ourselves in this next year to come. We offer you this special blessing in our Torah. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God forever watch over you and bless you. Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'yikunecha. May God's light shine down upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's presence be upon your faces. May it lift up your eyes to the miracles of our world. And may God bless you and your families with nothing but shalom, wholeness, happiness, and peace. And together we all say, Amen and happy birthday. Mazel tov. We take a moment and we put our arms, Kiddush and Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
L'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
You can join us for some sweet treats back in the social hall. We'll bring the challah out if you want some. We're going to put our arms around the people we came with. If you came just by yourself, you can give yourself a little self-hug. And just like Kenny mentioned earlier, know that whenever you are here with us, whether you're in person or you're joining us online, you are never alone as a part of our community. Shabbat Shalom. As we continue on our weeks, may we find strength, healing, and hope in our traditions and the miracles that we see. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Love that one. I heard it. Yeah, it's a midrash. Before you know.
Shabbat Shalom.